Hey guys, this is my prediction video for the Season 9 lineup of Death Battle. So without further ado, let's get started. For our first opponent, Tanjiro, we all know he's going to be fighting Jonathan Joestar, and me personally, I think Jonathan wins. Then we have Vegeta, and my personal favorite Vegeta opponent would have to be Phoenix Icky. But if I had to pick an alternative for Vegeta, it'd be Thor. Although, if I want Thor to return, I would pick He-Man. Then we have Scarlet Witch, and the most likely opponent for Scarlet Witch would be Zatanna from DC. Yet another Marvel vs. DC fight. Hurrah! Moving on. Then we have Boba Fett, and my personal favorite Boba Fett matchup would have to be Star-Lord vs. Boba Fett. One with Wolf O'Donnell would be quite the stomp for Wolf, and I don't want to see that. Then we have the Jinx matchup that's most likely to happen. Harley Quinn versus Jinx. Don't care. Moving on. And finally, there's Tetsuo. And we should all know by now that it's going to be Magneto versus Tetsuo. Even though my personal Magneto matchup would be Magneto versus Lucy. But everyone else wants this, and I can accept another Magneto win. And now I'm going to be focusing on the not-so-obvious episodes. First and foremost, we have Lord Draken versus Kamen Rider Omazeo. It'll be a kick-ass start for Kamen Rider to appear on Death Battle, and not to mention the fact that it'd be a POG Power Rangers W. And there has been a history between Power Rangers and Kamen Rider. As for the mid-season finale, I have a good feeling that it's going to be Alex Mercer versus Cole McGrath. There has been quite a rivalry between these two, and there has been a history on DeviantArt of fights between them. Not to mention the fact everyone wants these two to fight each other. Coming up for the episode that should kick off the second half of Season 9 of Death Battle is Kyle Rayner versus Simon the Digger. The only thing that I would want this fight to have is a 3D fight. Then after that, it should be Invader Zim versus Peridot, and I know it sounds weird that Zim should be fighting Peridot and not Crypto, because everyone else wants Crypto except me. But this could potentially clean up the hot mess that Steven Universe vs. Star Butterfly has made. Not to mention the fact that it'd be a very, very, very pog Zim W. But if I had to pick an alternative for Zim, it'd be Voltar from the League of Super Evil. According to some source on the Death Battle Discord that I found, they have deconfirmed Jack Kamen versus Travis Touchdown, so that leaves the door wide open for Jack Kamen versus Luther Strode, because they are both vicious killers in terms of connections. At least that's the only one that I can think of for right now. But anyway, this also has animation potential and soundtrack potential. As for the Halloween special, we're going to be getting Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers, and it's hopefully going to be a live-action death battle. And next, we have the rematch of all first-person shooters, the destroyers of races threatening the entire universe. It's Doomguy versus Master Chief rematch. I think that the old Doomguy versus Master Chief is debunked as hell, and is definitely outdated, and it should get a remaster for sure. As for the pre-season finale, we should be getting Yugi Muto versus Ash Ketchum. There has been a rivalry between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon in general, and everyone else has been overhyping the other matchups like Dan Kuso versus Yugi and Lucy versus Ash. And I think this is the best matchup for both, and you can't change my mind. So this is bound to be the preseason finale. And finally, for the season finale of Season 9 of Death Battle, after many years, many years of it being requested by many people, it should be happening as the season finale, and it better not be delayed again. Galactus versus Unicron. And there you have it, my season 9 prediction of the lineup for Death Battle. Got any battles to add or different battles to pick? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time on March 2022 for Death Battle.